Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. Sucic has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Jim?
Well, he's the kind of guy that will sprint 50 yards to win the ball back, so that tells you about his desire, his attitude and his application. Even more impressively, he's capable of doing that for the full 90 minutes and beyond.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Ronaldinho. No, he refuses to take the bait. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Guardiola. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Sucic. And Sucic. And here's Soboslai. And it's Guardiola. He's in a great position here. And he's... And the shot! They want to be quick. Oh, what has happened here? And this is Ronaldinho. Oh, this is a great position. Aims beyond the defence. Guardiola. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Ronaldinho. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Over to the right flank. Pass is coming off in quick succession here, and he was alert to it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Marquinhos. Sucic. Neymar has given away a free kick. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. That is Conte. Passing nice and neat. Messi. And the counter is on. Nicely shaped ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Lovely ball and a rip. There's the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Cannavaro can clear it away. And it's been given away. And now they can spring out of defence. Neymar! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Well, that gives them the privilege to...
Just a keeper in his way. That's put paid to the danger. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Cannavaro. Messi is onto it in a flash.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Searching pass he's played there. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Spread to the right.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some, and that was nowhere near his best. Mendes with the clearance. Great vision. Oh, easy pickings there.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Sucic. Guardiola. Looking for the run. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken. And it's Soboslai. Oh, that's well spotted. Yamal. He's had it taken off him. Takes the shot! It's a loose ball. Played out towards the right wing. And that is the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Barcelona unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Rijkaard. Neymar has found the net here, of course. Conte. And there's his chance to lead the counter. No, that's been intercepted. Space for him to turn and look. Terrific effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
He simply mistimed the header, and it was as if he knew it wasn't going to work out.
And he's had it nicked away. Knocks it into space. Timber gets it away. Cannavaro. Ronaldinho running with the ball. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Played with finesse. And that has been cleared.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Neymar. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And it's Shevchenko. Ronaldinho. No, he's not getting past him there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's had a shot! And it's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Neymar.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring.
And a chance!
El dorsal 19.
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Pinches it off him. Oh, it's Dembele. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Dembele. Driving on and making good progress. And he goes for a shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Barcelona have opted to make another change here. Haaland getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Out towards the flank. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Not the most accurate pass. And they can counter here. Bernardo Silva does really well to win the ball there. Barcelona are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. That is lovely. Shoots! And it's there! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
A case now of complete control. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Sucic. Can he latch on to this?
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
So he's rising! And he hits the net! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Serginho venturing down the left. Oh, that's fabulous. Delivers with wit.
4 minutos de descuento.
Sucic. So what can they make of this?
That's good play from him.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. The ball has bounced loose now. Driven in. Keeper has taken decisive action. Serginho. And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Well, down the years, of course, Argentina have produced some of the greatest striking talent ever, and Gabriel Batistuta, real chance! Oh, the ball's... Oh, it's fallen loose again! He's got away with one there. And here's Kante. Big chance! It's hit the upright. And he's there to get it away. Sucic, and here's Shevchenko, takes a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Bergson really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped.
Goes for a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Barcelona with the corner, there first. And it's been taken short. And here's Soboslai. Has crossed. He's rising! Goal! Barcelona! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Conte, he has found the way through. Oh, great leap! Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, that's superb. Oh, that's a... And the shot! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
De Jong, and it's Messi. Gabriel. Barcelona have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rice gets over and intercepts, and the counter is on. That looks a good ball through. And the finish! Oh, and there's a goal! Szoboszlai, some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And Koundé, Rice, Messi, De Jong, nicely weighted ball. That is Stuta! And that was probably asking just too much. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Sucic, looking for a runner. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, great chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're threatening to fly away here. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. He's in a great position here. Messi, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a shade optimistic. Vardiol could move up a gear here. Vinicius Junior, and it's Barella. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Kante, looking for the run. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides... Oh, that is asking for trouble! They get a throw-in. Rice, still no way through. The defending here is resolute. This might... Can he finish? And somehow he kept it out.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Soboslai plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. No, he wasn't going to let him past. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Shevchenko. Oh, it's a great ball here. Now this could be a chance. Batistuta.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
2 minutos de
Now,
descuento.
can they get him away? That's really nicely played. That's the keeper's ball. Sucic. It's Ronaldinho. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Guardiola gets a foot in here. And for the first half, that is that. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Barcelona producing a nigh-on perfect 45 minutes. It's 3-0. The second half is up and running. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. He's had a shot! Keeper's not concerned by that. Rice.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barella. Nice looking ball. Well read. And the danger. He's having a hit! And that tested the keeper.
Sucic probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. And here's Soboslai. Soboslai is flagged offside. De Jong. Barcelona gloriously greedy. 3 up and looking for more.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And this is Shevchenko. Barella. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Batistuta. Time and again they are repelled. And this is Shevchenko. De Jong. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And here's Shevchenko. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Might want to be careful there.
And it's Ronaldinho. Now it's De Jong. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Shevchenko. Guardiola. Baresi. And it's Barella, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Out towards the flank. Now that it's Ronaldinho! A whisker away from making it 4.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Soboslai goes short. Has a look up and delivers. Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's having a go! Vinicius Junior. Barella. Shevchenko. Nicked it back promptly. And the pass is intercepted. Messi. Guardiola spots it and intercepts. Bergson, a player so deservedly decorated, tries one from range! Rice. And Gabriel. And it's De Jong. Rice. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's intervened well there. Bergson looking to add to his goal. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rice. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Messi. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Ronaldinho. Now it's Shevchenko. He's on it, can he get away? And it's Ronaldinho. And this is Shevchenko. And he's straight offside. Just 5 minutes left. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
De Jong. And this is Shevchenko. And the shot! And yes, it's there! His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Ronaldinho. And here's Shevchenko. De Jong. And that's that. Barcelona, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Bergson taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. The end of the game. Reflections?
Barcelona really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. What do you think about the formation here, Jim?
Well, Peter, in opting for this system, there's a confidence that stems from the manager and flows through his players. This is a team with courage to get...
Real chance! He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So, a breakthrough already. Tries a shot! It's a goal! 2, and we've barely begun here. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Pinged towards the front line. Barcelona are already cruising here. 2-0, a fabulous start. Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. Bruno Fernandes receives it in a good position here. Now it's Shevchenko. And it's Sucic. Shevchenko. Now this could be a... Takes a shot! Opts to play it. Conte! Denied by an instinctive save.
Conte really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And here's Szoboszlai, delivered in. And the shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. Bruno Fernandes running with the ball. And this is Neymar. Space for him to turn and look. Now this could... He's had a shot! No, just not quite. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And here's Neymar. Ronaldinho conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Messi. Great defending, strong and determined. Sucic. Now it's Shevchenko. Sucic. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That's good vision. Donadoni getting this one clear. Chips it through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
This looks promising. Played out towards the right wing.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Serginho. It's a searching pass, and he was quick to react. Maguire. And Donadoni. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And this is Messi. Driving forward. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he's quick to snatch it back. Can he spark a counter here? Not the most accurate pass. Messi is herring after that one. And smartly reclaimed. Azar. Threads one in. Now he's running away. Chance for a shot!
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
He certainly has. Really satisfying performance from him. A smiling satisfaction emanating from him. He is embracing this game. And that is expertly dealt with. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Shot it! In he goes again! Just cruising! They are cruising! It's all becoming so easy. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. And this is Neymar. Towering header! And that's a tiny finish. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Barcelona may be down, but not out just yet. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Tries to pass it through. Plenty of appeal. So a temporary halt to the action.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. The second half, and the shot! And no mistake! Simplicity itself.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 3.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change.
El dorsal 14.
Barcelona visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Spread to the right. Neymar. And Donatoni. Bergson, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, shooting chance! In he goes again! And that's a sharp finish! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Barcelona are at... Oh, he's one-on-one! Big chance! And there's a goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Shoots! Donatoni. Serginho. Messi. Oh, good spread. Now it's Bojan. He's had it taken off him. Conte. Bergson. Now it's Ronaldinho. Bruno Fernandes. Bojan Kurkic making good progress on the right-hand side. Ball is over the line. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Goes for a shot! Well taken goal. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Marquinhos is there, and he can get that clear. Maguire. More and more pressure on the ball here. Looking for the run, and the shot! And he's stuck it away! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Another one! This must be his personal high.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, that's fabulous. And it's played in. Bruno Fernandes. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Azar. Serginho. Spread it left. It's not an especially good pass, that. Now, can they get him away? And this is Shevchenko. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he's there to retrieve it. Might be danger. And a chance! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Marcó en el minuto 79 el dorsal
Absolutely
6.
no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So off we go then.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is.
That could spell trouble. Conte, it's a searching pass. That is Conte. Now it's Pelé, now it's Cruyff. And no, that was never going to make it. Conte, Ronaldinho. Knocks it into space. Cruyff. He's a sharp little ball here. Conte. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now it's Pelé. Tries to play it through. Sucic. Lobbed in behind. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Shevchenko. Threads one in. Pelé. Pelé will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Sucic. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Guardiola cuts it out. Pelé. Xavi Alonso. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Ambitious ball here. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Now it's Shevchenko. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Cruyff.
Barcelona definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he welcomes it in, and Cruyff! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Cruyff deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Guardiola. And this is Shevchenko, and it's Sucic. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Sucic. Ronaldinho. Shevchenko. He has found the way through. Oh, that's a fine interception. Best.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Searching pass he's played there. Great vision. Oh, such a clever touch. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's... Great chance! Oh, good finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. There was to be only one outcome.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Guardiola. And it's Sucic. Bergson. And it's Ronaldinho. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Best.
Barcelona have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Conte. And it's Sucic. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nicely worked. Xavi Alonso. Pele. And there's his chance to lead the counter. No luck with that dink over the top. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. And a chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. A case now of complete control.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Cruyff. Xavi Alonso. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's a sharp little ball here. Tries to play it through.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Played into space. Guardiola. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that brings the first half to a close. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Barcelona producing a nigh-on perfect 45 minutes. It's 3-0. The second half is up and running. Rummenigge is onto this. Oh, that's fabulous. Vardiol clears.
Best really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Cruyff. Best.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cross from Maldini.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And the can he finish? Oh, the ball's come loose. Oh, what has happened here?
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Oh, looks a good one. Shevchenko! And yes, it's there! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 7.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
18.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 42.
And that has put paid to that.
El dorsal 6.
Puskás.
El dorsal 8.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's Pele! who's going to... Oh, he's been caught napping! Brilliantly cut out.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And he was quick to react. Ronaldinho can see things others simply cannot. Kante unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pele. Owen. Puskás going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Puskás! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona still making a fight of this. Shevchenko showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Punched away. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Kante was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bergson. And it's Kante. That is a great pick out. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neatly clipped into space. Oh, he's all alone. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Guardiola. Ronaldinho. Now it's Shevchenko. Sucic. Tries to pass it through. Oh, well played. Ronaldinho. Pele.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's been played through. He's found... And Hullet! And a neat finish! And they are right back within touch! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So could they be onto something here? Sucic. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Kante. That is good strength. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. The ball has bounced loose now. And that is that. Barcelona are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago.
Tries a shot! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Mendes. Rijkaard powering forward here. He's picked his way through. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Kessié! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Kessié clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Plays a sharp little ball. Goes for a shot! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, given away. Shevchenko!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Played with finesse. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Szoboszlai with the short one. Szoboszlai tries across. Mendes is there, and he can get that clear. Vermin with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Ronaldinho picked out, and Shevchenko! Rijkaard. And it's Mendes. Great defending, strong and determined. Played out wide. Ronaldinho. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Ronaldinho plays it in.
That was well seen too. Good clearance. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Stoichkov. Now it's Kessié. And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
A case now of complete control. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Fermin! Totti is flagged offside. That has not gone well. Eric Garcia. Barcelona are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. And they've got a throw. Bergson. Can he get it through? And this is Ronaldinho. He's found a way through. Real chance! That's going to go a long way. Barcelona have their second corner now. They've played it short. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Batistuta providing an outlet on that flank. Szoboszlai simply refused to be outdone there. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Lopez. Now it's Batistuta. Engages and forces him off the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Batistuta simply can't escape his critics. He deserves an earful after that.
Marquinhos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, that's fabulous. Big chance! And a neat finish. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So could they be onto something here? Well, that's a... It's Ronaldinho! And that is the end of the first half. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Se ha encontrado unas llaves de coche con un llavero en forma de balón. Se ruega a su propietario que se ponga en contacto con algún empleado del estadio. Cambio de jugadores.
Down to business again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Looking for the run. Fermin charging forward, the ball at his feet. He is through here. And a chance! It's in! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Barcelona visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Now it's Haaland. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's been caught on it here! Shevchenko! Andrei Shevchenko! The great Ukrainian goal machine! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They're back within reach! It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Passing nice and neat. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Now it's Kante. Nicely weighted ball. Shot could be on. And he's there to belt it away. And that's been won straight back. Kessié.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And now they can clear their lines. Not the most accurate pass. Zabani gets across to intercept that. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Vardiol does really well to win the ball there. Zabani makes the interception. And it's Batistuta. Played out to the left flank. And he's managed to get free. Chance! Oh, crossbar! And that would have been some goal.
Totti just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
The two
16.
coaches are signalling
El dorsal
changes
15.
here, both at the same time.
El dorsal 8.
Rijkaard
Será el
is there,
sustituto.
and he can pick it up.
El dorsal
Now it's
20.
Shevchenko.
El dorsal 10. El dorsal
Raul
29.
had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Kessié. Guardiola spots it and intercepts. Now it's Kaut. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now it's Haaland. Can he get on the end of this? Shevchenko showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. There's the shot! It's a goal! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Barcola demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that. Great chance! And it's in! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Barcelona may be down, but not out just yet. Rijkaard wriggles his way through, and here's Barcola. Guardiola, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Shevchenko. And that's a simple one for the keeper. That has been cut short. Now it's Haaland. And here's Shevchenko. Oh, no joy this time. Kessié.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's got away. Very nicely done. It's Counts! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Cout is offering a right smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Haaland. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And here's Couch. Sucic. Ball played for Conte. Now it's Shevchenko. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this guy, Federico Chiesa, I think is a very unique style of play. He's considered a wide player, but one that's unpredictable and especially dangerous if he's allowed to get his head down and start running at defenders.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Tries to pass it through. There's the crossfield ball. Struck first time. Ronaldinho. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, good-looking ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, no joy this time. And that is well cleared. Bergson. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Conte. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Chiesa venturing down the left. He's picked his way through. Tried running through him, but he was not having it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's worked it through. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. Now it's Hullet. Conte. Now it's Shevchenko. Zico. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Rafinha. He leaps for it. Crossbar comes to the rescue. Van Dijk gets it clear. And the ball's come loose. And again! Conte. Bergson. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Ronaldinho. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Threads one in, and he's picked it up out wide, and he's whipped it across. Vardiol with the clearance. Bergson. Now it's Shevchenko. That's a little off target. Well, nicely intercepted. Sucic. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Great vision. That's a nicely shaped ball. This might spell danger. And the finish! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Bergson actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Soboslai with the short one. He's having a hit! That was superb goalkeeping.
Shevchenko really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Kyoto Sanga are looking to go forward now. Kyoto Sanga are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real...
Shoots! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Zico plays it short. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Kyoto Sanga have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Cross from Cafu. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Conte. That is ended up in no man's land. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. He can run onto that. Chiesa! It is a fantastic goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Kyoto Sanga have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And it's Ronaldinho. Sucic. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Look, when we talk about decision-making, there's a great example. Strong and decisive.
Oh, that's fabulous. Rafinha. Oh, that's nice. Now then, the ball's come loose. And for the first half, that is that. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Barcelona finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity.
It's a quick one. Conte, he's got away. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Played out towards the right wing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Kyoto Sanga clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Can he latch on to this? It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Over to the right flank. Barcelona still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Ronaldinho. Shevchenko currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. Nice interception, well timed. Zeke tries from a long way out. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Cross in, looks like a good one.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Just about up to the hour now. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And Shevchenko!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the...
Shevchenko! Andrei Shevchenko! Formidable! Truly formidable! A finish right from the top draw! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Zico is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Chiesa, and he's managed to get free. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Kyoto Sanga have their third corner. Zico goes short, and here's Zico. And it's Zanetti. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Hullet. Rafinha puts a cross in. And he's taking no chances there. Zico. Zico. It's Zico! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And this is Zico. Rafinha. That's going across goal. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Conte. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, that's well spotted. Knocks it into space. And he is... And it's Van Nistelrooy. He's having a shot! Another one of football's and how moments.
Van Nistelrooy fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
It's a sharp pass. Sucic. He's found the way through. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Sucic. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. And he shoots! Oh, it's hit the post! And that's been intercepted.
That's great position.
Chance! the comeback is complete! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Barcelona have their lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And here's Rafinha.
Such good technique.
He has found the way through. Hoisted in. A header! Well taken goal. They have stolen level at the last.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead.
For each block, please.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Germany against Barcelona.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then.
He's not the type to hog the limelight, but Angelo Peruzzi is a man I always thought worthy of praise.
Well, listen to him, few would question his record or his reputation, but I wonder what you think stands out about him.
Well, consistency for one, Peter, but I also like the calm aura he exudes. He'll go out of his way to make everything look effortless. He firmly believes that gave him the psychological edge.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Aimed beyond the defence. That is a brilliant interception. Van Basten. And this is Drogba. Valverde. Xavi Alonso. De Bruyne running with the ball. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, good effort! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. More and more pressure on the ball here. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Knocks it into space. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Robertson, and he's managed to get free. Backward it goes. First quarter of an hour gone. He's through here. Van Basten gets over and intercepts. Xavi Alonso. And it's Conte. Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That has been knocked clear. Conte. Oh, good ball! Tries to play it through. And the shot! And he's stuck it away! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
Number 18,
Germany are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Van Basten finds himself offside. And he's only too happy to take that back. And the through ball. Now there's a fine, takes a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Germany find a position of real strength now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Bergson. Can he spark a counter here?
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Guardiola kept his eye on it, and he's there. De Bruyne tries to pass it through. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Terrific effort! Well taken goal. They are purring, truly purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Germany are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Clinical, just clinical. Gets his head on it! And that is faded wide.
Germany really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Drogba. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Guardiola. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That ball looks a good one. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good taken, and the shot! Oh, it's hit the post!
Has been indicated.
There's a probing ball, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the shot's on here. And here's Kante. Oh, well played. Xavi Alonso. Van Basten. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Drogba. Here's found, and the shot! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement now. We would like to ask you all to kindly stay seated during the match. Thank you for your cooperation.
Away we go again.
Substitution in progress.
Barcelona decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel. Has a look and place it forward. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. Now it's Van Basten.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
The message is clear, none shall pass. And here's Van Basten. Pass somewhat off target. Marquinhos. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Shevchenko. That's been cut out, well played. And it's De Bruyne. Threads one in. And this is Van Basten. Shapes to shoot! Ronaldinho. Bruno Fernandes. That has ended up in no man's land.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
And he's intervened well there. Now it's Haaland. Nicely weighted ball. Looking for the run. Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Haaland is onto this. De Bruyne for Xavi Alonso. Van Basten. Now it's Haaland. And it's Sucic. Robertson calmly anticipates. Great vision. Great ball if he can get there. And he shoots! Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Kante, and he lines up a cross, and he's made sure that's not getting through. And now a sudden chance to counter. Valverde, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Robertson, and that interception was most necessary. Could move up a gear here. Now that's well seen too. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Haaland. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Soboslai is standing over this one. This then, an ideal chance to cut the deficit. And that's a good ball. Shoots! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
And this is Shevchenko. There's the shot! Now, who's Ronaldinho? And he's following up! And it's in! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. He's found a way through. He's rising! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And now they can clear their lines. Now it's Shevchenko. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Good running, strong and purposeful. Bruno Fernandes driving forwards. And he thumps it clear. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And now the breakaway. Oh, played right into his path. Shevchenko, he's through on goal here. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Conte. Xavi Alonso. Now it's De Bruyne. Conte looking to add to his goal. Now it's De Bruyne. Can he get it through? And it's Robertson. He's got away. Played in by Robertson. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Crossed in once more. Buffon claims it. Safe hands.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Bruno Fernandes! Shevchenko. So that's it. It is all over. Barcelona cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
Hello, attendees.
Your
This
final
is
thoughts,
a
Jim?
Lost
Barcelona
Children
desperately
announcement.
failing to
With the father
impose
of the boy
themselves on
in
the game.
green backpack.
Decidedly flat.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, terms like genius and legend are often overused in football, but there is very little doubt that they do apply to this fella, the great Ronaldinho.
One of the best there's ever been, Peter, and always with a smile.
He was born with a football at his feet. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's a fine interception. And he can thump it away. That is good alertness.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Conte. Bergson. He's a sharp little ball here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get it through? And he was quick to react.
Might want to be careful there.
Dani Olmo. Referee has just said play on. Now he's got space here. And no, that was never going to make it. Guardiola. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's been caught napping. That has ended up in no man's land. Takes a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Arsenal really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Conte. This is a promising build-up. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Great chance! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Chips it through. Mbappe! And he's got away from it. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. And we have our very first corner. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Ronaldinho looking to play him in. Sucic. Barcelona have it back and can go again. Well, that looks a decent ball. Chance for a shot! And no mistake. They are purring, truly purring.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So that's two now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Now it's Diaz. Pass somewhat off target. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Van Dijk. Guardiola. Now Ronaldinho. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's destined for the flank. Defending was strong and firm. Now it's Diaz. Threads one in. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ball's gone out of play. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's having a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Tries a shot! And that's a tiny finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Dani Olmo going forward. Diaz! Fantastic from Diaz! A finish of true class! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Lacroix has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. And it's Guardiola. And that is the end of the first half.
Well, I think it's pretty much ideal so far, Peter. They won't be happy about conceding, but other than that, it's been really plain sailing.
Barcelona up by 3 after a terrific 45 minutes. Even in a game like this, you would think that should be enough. So, into the second half. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Sucic. Diaz. Mbappe. Arsenal have got it back and they'll have another go. Sucic. Conte. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Oh, that's superb. Big chance! And yes, it's there! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Pass is just off target. Foyt getting this one clear. Ronaldinho did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Marquinhos. Oh, that's a key interception. Good effort from distance. And that is a routine catch.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Right, Shevchenko. And claimed it back swiftly. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball and smartly reclaimed. And he welcomes it in. That's the keeper's ball. Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Well, that has not gone well. Conte is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Can he get on the end of this? Goes for a shot! Goal! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little...
Shoots! Guardiola can clear it away. Now it's Shevchenko. And it's Ronaldinho. Aimed beyond the defence. Can he finish? It's off target and by quite a way.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Cambio de jugadores.
Arsenal can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Goulet. It's played through for him. Goulet is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And the shot! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Sucic, Shevchenko. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's picked his way through. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Into the last quarter of an hour. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he's managed to get free. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. That's an imaginative pass. Azar.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And here's Goulet. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Knocks it into space. Now it's Shevchenko. He's through here. Rijkaard. Neymar. Oh, nicely intercepted. Shevchenko. Now, can they get him away? Ronaldinho unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Van Dijk makes the interception. Szoboszlai. Looking for options for movement. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Diaz. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Goulet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a pretty loose pass. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Bergson walking off with... So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. So straight into the action. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. Salamakers gets the nod here. Anything we should note about him, Jim?
Well, this is a guy who can run and run for 90 minutes or more if needs be. He's very solid in defence and he can really get his team going on the counter too. I think the manager's made a very good choice in bringing him in. This is smart recruitment.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Now it's Thuram. Martinez charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Thuram. Done delicately. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Pass somewhat off target. Salmakers. And that's gone route one. Now it's Thuram. That looks a good ball through. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho. He's having a shot! Goal! Inter! Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Inter Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Modric. Oh, that's fabulous. And he shoots! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very...
Big chance! And he hits the net. They are purring, truly purring. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Milan really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
You